Hello everyone. Hello ma'am. This is Angel Khim Cuizon, and for today we will be talking about the ideation strategies and development into a business idea. So first, let us define the word ideation. When we say ideation, it is the creative process of generating new ideas which can be accomplished through a variety of ideation techniques such as brainstorming and prototyping. If it is done right, ideation is what helps founders and executives determine the right problem to solve and how to solve it. Ideation also plays a critical role in the design thinking process. It is a concept popularized by the global design firm IDEO. The goal of design thinking is to empathize with customers and cover the non-obvious pain points they're experiencing and learn more about how the current solutions in the marketplace aren't meeting users' needs. It's often in those gaps of where companies can spot the best business opportunities. So here are some of the ideation strategies. First we have is the brainstorming. In brainstorming, the goal is to leverage the power of the group to build on each other's ideas. It is one of the most recognizable ideation techniques and an activity you might already perform at your organization or in your class. So there are ways to make brainstorming more effective, and according to some, that the smaller the team in brainstorming, the more focused and effective the conversation. Next strategy is the method 635. Method 635 is a form of brainstorming in which 6 people write down 3 ideas in 5 minutes. So when the 5 minutes is up, team members pass their sheet onto the next person so that their peer can build off their ideas. This activity is completed in silence to avoid any one employee from dominating the discussion or idea generation, democratizing the process and placing each employee on a level playing field. Next strategy is we have prototyping. Of course, we all know prototyping is creating a physical representation of idea. It can help during ideation, and it can help employees visualize how their product will work, as well as enable the team to gather feedback from internal and external stakeholders sooner in the development process. The last strategy we have is the storyboard. Through storyboarding, companies can develop a visual story related to their problem or solution. The activity allows team to illustrate their prospective customers and scenarios in which he or she might interact with the organization. Storyboarding also enables teams to bring situations to life and outline the future impact of their solution. So that would be all for the ideation strategies and development into a business idea. Next we have is the opportunities identification. Opportunities identification is defined as a process that involves a search for and discoveries of business opportunity. So here are the approach the approach to opportunity identification. So we have is observes changes in the environment. So changes in the environment give rise to needs and wants and the problems, and an opportunity emerges. So the important environment forces to observe include the following. So we have economic forces, social forces, technological advances, and political and regulatory statutes. Next approach is recognize the needs and wants. Of course, opportunity occurs when there is the needs and wants to fulfill. And as we all know that the word needs refers to the basic needs that the consumer must have in order to live, while the word wants refers to the personal desire of something that is more than a basic need. Next approach is recognize the problem and find a solution. Problems can be recognized by observing the challenges that people encounter in their daily lives. So the solution also to the problem represented to a business opportunity. So here is the opportunity identification process. First we have is the search for changes in environment. Next is to recognize the needs and wants and solutions. And last is the discovery of opportunity. So we have now is ability to search and discover business opportunities is we have the experience and exposure, knowledge and skills, special alertness, social network, creativity, and vigilant. The mechanism to identify opportunities is we have the customers, retailers and distributors, business associates, banker, consultants, and the employees. Next is the criteria for evaluation and selection. So first we have is can make money and has potential to growth. Next is less competition. The third is good fit between entrepreneur and opportunity. The fourth is has competitive advantage. The fifth is workable and efficient. Sixth is not against the norms and values of the opportunity. And last is conform with laws and regulations. So that would be all for my topic about the ideation strategies and development into a business idea and the opportunities identification. So I hope you learned something from my discussion. Thank you for listening. And again, this is Angel Khim Cuizon. Thank you and have a nice day.
A pleasant morning to each and everyone. But before we undergo to our topic for today's discussion, let me introduce myself first. Good afternoon, Ma'am Damayo. Good afternoon, class. I want you to answer this. What can you say about the photo? And I want you to comment in our Google Meet because I want to see your answer. What can you say about the photo? And I will give you 15 seconds to think about the given photo. Okay, good job. Thank you for the participation. So, our topic for this morning is all about ideas germination. So in entrepreneurship, there is a creativity process. So this creativity process involved these five aspects, which is idea germination, preparation, incubation, illumination, verification. So let's start with the creativity process. So why is it creativity is important? No, because it is the first stage in the process of innovation, providing stimulus of opportunity, discovery, and new venture of creation. So, as new entrants, entrepreneurs often justify themselves upon the dimension as creativity. So, creativity is very important because it is something that kana ganing starting up pa ka mag-think pa ka sa imong business on how to deal with it. That's the creativity process. And also, it is to manifest creative ability through the conceiving of new product market opportunities and unique value propositions. So the process of creativity involves in five steps. No. So let's start with idea germination. So idea germination, this is the seeding stage of new idea. It is the stage where the entrepreneur recognizes that an opportunity exists. So just like what I have do, I am an online seller. So murag akong gikuan nga mao to akong stage sa new idea katong nag first up ako what should I kanaang itinda, especially to online? It is the stage where the entrepreneur recognizes that an opportunity exists. The idea of germination takes place according to interest, no? As what I've said, interest, curiosity of the entrepreneur according to which opportunity is explored and exploited to its best potential. Dapat in starting up a business and being an entrepreneur, na jud kay interest sa imong itukod nga business, curiosity at the same time, because curiosity, no, um can make the best product. So creative idea germinates beside the interest, the need of specific problem or area of study. Like ni Rainier, no, who thought of non-stick pan made from clay and a clay refrigerator that works without electricity. So by in that way, he wanted to explore the idea of making the refrigerator which will be eco-friendly, no. Mo na atong gitawag nga idea germination. Murag ga-create siya idea ba, murag seeding stage, murag diha ang first or imuhang imagination on how to make or on how to have that product, or in other word, or how to handle with it. So we are done with idea germination. So let's move on to the preparation. So on the basis of the idea, interest and curiosity, the needs is adjudged by the entrepreneur, and he starts looking for the answer to implement the idea. So since he man naman siya implement sa idea, next step to do with it is to prepare or preparation. So in the preparation, dira na mag-start ang tanan, like buying materials, like planning, or kanaang imo na siyang kanang i-prepare tanan as what the in the creativity process preparation, prepare everything. Next up is the incubation. So this is the subconscious assimilation of information. This is the transition period. So the transition starts thinking about the idea and implementation in his subconscious mind. No? Dira na magkana ang kuan murag transition period. Ang incubation, this is what we call the transition period. So next is illumination. So in illumination, this is the period that idea is resurfaces in realistic way. An entrepreneur comes out with viable plan to give practical shape by collecting raw material, arranging funds, policy making for the implementation of idea. So in this case, diri na nato makuan ang kanaging mga policy making nila of the business on how to implement mga implementation of idea, and also arranging funds, like ilan na ganing ilang i-foresee ba sa future if kanaang dako ba sila makita ana, like ana nga business, like mura gani gakuan ka kanang mura ga total na katanan ba mo na siya ang kanaang arranging funds nya policy making. So that's it. So next is the verification. Verification is they also called the validation or testing stage. This is where the idea is verified to prove that it has value. So this is the most difficult phase of creativity as obstacles begin to appear. So the reason is why difficult ni siya kay diri naman good ang kinalasan if ang katong imuhang process nga idea, preparation, incubation, illumination, dili na nato ma-verify if kuan siya kanaging mo work jud siya. Kay ang tendency good, if dili mo work ang isa ka kuan, there is a certain or something wrong with your idea germination. Dapat idea germination, preparation, incubation, illumination, hanay jud na siya para in verification, there is no problem from it. Okay, are we all clear with the creativity process? This is the always remember that the idea germination, preparation, incubation, illumination, and verification. So product innovation. So involves creating new product or improved versions of existing product, sorry for the spelling, that increase their uses. For instance, so iPhone, famous, which is the famous phone nowadays. It because of innovation, they are creating higher unit from it. Like now, they level up into iPhone 14 and soon they will launch iPhone 14 and 15. Because the more maka high-tech good ang technology, the more pud siya mo innovate, mo level up sa other unit. So based on level of market and technology, Frank Rothermel described in his book Strategic Management. So this involved architectural innovation, radical innovation, innovation rather, and disruptive innovation. Now, let's tackle about architectural innovation. So when we say architectural innovation, is a redesign method to move product services into a new market, still based on existing knowledge of core technology. Like for instance, Canon is the main competitor of Xerox in photocopiers. No, so Canon can win over Xerox because of its physical transformation in photocopies machine. So what Xerox offered is a big giant copying machine that requires particular space in large sized businesses. Whereas, so Canon redesigned huge photocopiers into desktop photocopiers that still containing existing compact concept of function. That's what architectural innovation. Now, let's move on to the incremental innovation. It can be perceived as continuous innovation. It builds on existing knowledge of technology to continuously improve the existing product in the minority and targeted existing markets. So knowledgeable naman kayo na siya or easy to understand naman ang incremental innovation. So now, let's move on to the radical innovation. Radical innovation is the opposite concept of incremental innovation. So this one applied either new technology or combine new with existing technologies which targets new market to build new products. So mostly, the company used radical innovation to create short-term competitive advantages and then apply incremental innovation to sustain its potential gains. Di ba no? Familiar man tatanan sa Gillette kanaging razor. So it is a good example that involves both innovation. So Gillette launched its radical innovation as disposable blade that can be replaced in the razor. So murag replaceable ra siya. Then Gillette sustains its profitable business by introduce various of versions of razor blade. So packed of 3 blades or 5 blades with new razor model. So now let's have a disruptive innovation. Disruptive innovation is a new product that disrupt the existing market with the help of new technologies. It often starts at low demanding customers with a good enough product performance. Like for instance, Kodak film camera died as a result of the disruption of digital camera. No, mura ganay ka nang matabunan na lang siya because naimupuli niya nga mas better pa niya. So there are fewer users due to the fewer photo that can taken and the high cost of printing per shot. Whereas digital camera offers more photo taken and pictures can be viewed and edited more than once without add up cost. For example, Sony, Nikon, and Canon can utilize new technology to get a job done of customers value in taking quick photo and post on social media rather than waiting for a week to get the picture and viewed once then stored in the boxes. So those are the 4 strategic management, which is the architectural innovation, radical innovation, incremental innovation, and disruptive innovation. So now, let's have to a business niche. A business niche is a specialized or focused area or broader market that your business serves specifically. According to Charlene Walters, a business and branding mentor and author of Own Your Other, finding a niche differentiates your business from competition and allows you to excel in your sector. So when we say business niche, it is something, the area where asa ka murag target area nimo ba if asa ka kana ganing ganahan magtukod or what. So mo na siya about sa business niche. It is a business owners should find a niche in their industry that has unserved or unmet needs rather. So to find your niche, there are strategy that find your niche. So select your target. So dapat imo jung i-target or kana select your target means katong mga mamalitay or mga customers nimo. So next is define an unmet or undeserved need. So panalitan, magtukod kag ice cream. So magtukod day kag ice cream adto sa cold nga lugar. So dapat magtukod kag ice cream nga adto pod sa hot nga lugar para daghan kag sale ana kay undeserved or unmet needs man na nila. So research your customers base, imong i-research ang customers if unsa ilahang wants or needs in that kind of specific place, and create your business plan also, which is helpful in the niche business niche, and market your business to your specific audience. So whether you open a business in a unique industry or a saturated market, it is important to differentiate yourself from the competition to win over your audience. To do this, entrepreneurs should find a specific business niche to target and modify their market strategy to accommodate that audience. So that is what business niche all about. So I hope that you have learned something from me, and thank you for so much for your participation, and God bless you all. Bye bye.